Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So in the last tutorial we were talking about pandas, the basic thing about pandas, and we have also seen how to read a file in pandas, how to read CSV and TSV files. We have seen that also. For example, I have used this pandas as aliasing as PD, and then I have used this function called as read underscore CSV, and then I have placed the path where my CSV file is, or you can give the name of that particular CSV if it is in the same directory of your Jupyter notebook, and then you will be able to read. And we have also seen the type of that particular what do you say the type of this variable that in which we are reading our CSV file, that will be data frame, which is nothing but the structured table format. Then we have seen certain operations or data manipulation that we can do in this pandas, like head and tail, which will give me the rows in the number of rows from bottom or from the top. And then we have seen about the TSV, tab separated value, how to input how to use that. And then we have seen by giving read underscore CSV we can also open our TSV file by giving separator as /t. We have seen this parameter, and we have seen there are around more than 50 plus parameters which we'll be able to use, which makes basically pandas very stronger because we can manipulate, everything is in our control in terms of data manipulation. So pandas is very much stronger than other um, packages. Now moving on, we have seen how to give our header. uh, by default it used to be infer, which means it will convert the first row into header, but if we do not want to convert and we want to include our first row into the data, then we can give header equal to none, and we can give our own header name like this I have given using this names parameter. So these are all the basic things that we have covered in the last tutorial, and this tutorial still we are going to cover few more 2 to 3 parameters of read underscore CSV. Then next tutorial video I'll use Excel sheet to make you understand how to uh, manipulate our data in that and how to read the CSV or XLSV file, X file. Now today's class, let's start. So I've imported my pandas package and I've given alias as PD. If you want you can do, or else it's no issues. Then I've stored one variable a where I've read my CSV file. Now this is my CSV file which I'm using for now to show you what actually I'm going to do. So let me open this CSV file. Let us check what exactly in this CSV file. So I've placed the CSV file under the same directory as my Jupyter notebook. So this is the CSV file. Over here you can see there are key 1, key 2, value 1, value 2, and then 1a, 1, 2, something like that. So let's see it in structured format after executing our a. So basically you'll able to see what I have done. Okay, one second, this is the old one. Yep. So this is my CSV file. This is the structured format. Over here you'll be able to find key 1 is 1 1 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 2, key 2 is ABCD, and then the values. Now there is one way in which we like suppose I need to convert this key 1 and key 2 into rows. So if you see currently key 1, key 2, value 1, value 2 are in columns, but what we need to do is convert key 1 and key 2 into rows and remain value 1, value 2 as columns. So what you can do is there is one more parameter you will be able to find, index underscore col. If we press shift and tab on this, so it will give all the parameter which is present inside this read underscore CSV, and you will be able to find by default it is stored as index underscore col equal to none, means it won't convert anything into rows. Whichever your file you are trying to import, it will import as it is as different columns, comma separated values. It will give you different columns. But what if you need to convert this key 1 and key 2 into different rows? Then you need to give this particular parameter index underscore column, which will convert your column into index. What do you mean by index? It will give you the rows. So currently the index, if you see, it's 0 1 2 3. By default pandas is taking index as 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So index is nothing but this rows. 0 is this 1a 1 2, and 1 index is 1b 3 4, something like that. what if we need to convert our column names into this index of rows? So you just need to give what all columns you need to convert into rows or indexes, so it will able to convert. So I've executed this A and you will be able to find. Okay, let me execute this. I forgot to execute. Yep. So see how beautifully Pandas has structured this. So if you there might be some confusion over here. If you see key1 and key2 is still in the column, but this is not a column, this is the rows. The columns of value 1 and value 2. So over here if you see there are 4 ones in key1, but over here it has written 1 and then 2, only 1 because it's, this is the structure. So 1 is for all ABCD of key 2 and 2 is for all ABCD of key 2 and the values of this. Now suppose you need to go to into if you need to go into some value, suppose I need to go to this particular row 7 8, value 1 7, value 2 8. What it will, what how do we need to go to this? First you need to go to key 1 1, then you need to go from key 1 to key 2 D, from D you need to go to 7 8. So this is the structured way that you will be able to find in Pandas. Now moving on. So guys, this I think, yeah, we have done with this parameter where we have converted our column into rows, or you can say into indexes. Now moving on. Okay, we are taking one more example, x4. Let me show it to you what this x4 CSV is. So this is my CSV file. You can see over here, this is my CSV file. Over here we are seeing our first row, this third row, and these okay, first row, third row and fourth row, these are all junk thing, like these are all commented thing, hashtag. So we don't want this into our output data or the or in our Jupyter notebook. So what we can do to skip these rows? So there is one more parameter called skip rows. Over here you will be able to find. So I've used this parameter into this ex4.csv, and you'll be able to find we are easily skipping our rows whichever we don't want. So I'll execute this. I'll open the CSV file so that we can compare. Yep. So you can compare like this. So currently what I have written is skip rows equal to 0. So it will skip 0th row, or you can say the first row. By index I am telling you it will remove the row which comes under 0 index. So hay comes under this 0th one, so it will eliminate or it will skip this, and then it will start from ABCD message. So you can see now ABCD message has become my column header. Why? Because we haven't mentioned anything. So by default it will take as infer, means the first row whichever it will come will take as column header. So over here the first row is hay, but this is skipped by us by using skip row parameter. Now suppose I need to skip this row as well. So it will be 0. 0 is my hay which is skipped. 1 is my ABCD and second. So what I'll do, 0 comma 2, I'll pass this under a list, 0 comma 2 comma 3, and then I'll execute this again. Now let's compare again. So over here we have seen this, that this 0 1 and this second one and this third one, 0 second and third rows has been skipped, and this is the output where ABCD has become my column header, and then 1 2 3 4 hello, and everything is in my data. So in this way we can easily skip our junk rows, but we need to know which are all my junk rows, which all or rows that I need to delete or skip. Then only we can perform this activity, otherwise it's no use. So this is how we can eliminate our junk rows or junk data. Now moving on, I'll take one more example of CSV that I have now. So this is my CSV. I'll read this using my Jupyter notebook. So what I've given is I've used one more variable b, and then I've read the CSV x5.csv. Now let's execute this. So this is my CSV file. Let's compare again. So if you see something ABCD and something like this, over here we have one NA value, means null value. So null by default in Pandas, NaN is the representation of null. NaN means not a number. We have seen this in the last tutorial video. So whichever data is NA, it will take that into NaN. And over here if you see, there are two commas. means 6 comma, there is again some data missing, and then comma, then 8. So this thing also pandas automatically has taken NaN or null value, right? So you can see how smart is pandas. Now moving on, what we need to do is I'll use one function in pandas that is called as isNull. Pd dot isNull, and then I've mentioned my variable name where I've stored this read file of CSV. If I execute, you will be able to see wherever there is null or NaN value, it has changed that to true. So this is the functionality of this function isNull. It will change the value to true if the particular data is Na or NaN values or null values. So it will find wherever it is null, and then it will change that to true, and the others will by default will become false. So in this example you will be able to see there are two trues because there were two NaN values in this place, and it has successfully replaced with true. So it is finding my Na or NaN or null data. Now suppose okay, let me just comment out this again. Now one more requirement is, suppose I need to convert this particular data 5 to NaN again. So how can I do that? So for that we have one more parameter, na underscore values, which will convert any of my data into null value, or you can say into NaN values. Suppose I need to convert this 5, then what I'll do, I'll just write my data inside this 5 and I'll execute this. You will be able to find that in the first one it was 5 over here, but now you see it has replaced with NaN. Yeah, so in this way you can replace any of your data with NaN values or null values. Suppose I need to convert my 1 into sorry my 1 into NaN. I'll execute this. Now you will be able to find it has successfully replaced. Over here it was 1 and then it replaced with NaN. So any data you can do it by using this Na values parameter. Yeah guys, so this is the video for today where I have shown you 2 to 3 parameters. So there are like 50 plus parameters. So what you need to do, just go through it by yourself, and if you find any difficulty in any of the parameter, do comment in the video. I'll make a video on that. So you'll be able to find these are all parameter which is used in read underscore CSV function: separator, delimiter, header, names, index, call. So making one video or two to I mean like it will take around 30 videos for making, for explaining each one parameter. So it's, you can use it by yourself. Just go at the bottom, you'll be able to find there are definitions giving for each of the parameter, what this parameter specifically do. So you can just read out and you can try it by yourself. I think that would be great. This is the great method to learn any coding. Just try it by yourself, and if you find any difficulty, do ping or comment me in this video. So next video we'll be able to we'll go through that Excel sheet. I'll prepare that, and let's go into next video to learn about Excel reading and writing in Pandas. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe if you like my video. Stay healthy, stay fit. Bye bye.